without a doubt. He said if we're going to beat them, we've got to step it up defensively. And guys, they ought to be motivated. No one likes to get swept.
They're probably well aware of the firepower they're up against.
You know, it sounds like it. I mean, their coach knows how tough it is to slow
on their absolute toughest effort defensively.
Noel dishes to Smith. Inside. Here's Okafor. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Now here's James. He's coming off a 13-point game against Minnesota.
Yeah, but the rebounding in that game as well was just tremendous. I mean, he dominated the backcourt.
Smith against Grant. Passes to Noel. Stauskas kicks to Smith. Okafor sets the pick for Smith. He dishes it to Okafor. Grant gets a wide open look. Releases from the... Drills it. Cleveland leading by 4. And here's James outside. And another three for Cleveland.
That's what I call a captivating move there. He absolutely incinerated the D with that one.
Smith with it, guarded now by Irving. Smith drives in and stolen by James. Moving it up. Pull up Jay. Rebound by the 76ers. The Cavaliers beat them last time when these two teams met in Cleveland.
And they'll want to show that they're a much better team than they demonstrated last time out against these guys. At the very least, avoid another blowout.
And it really was the turnovers that fueled the blowout. I mean, a lot of questionable, poor decisions by them with the ball. And when that happens, you can get blasted.
Both teams will make substitutions. And he sinks the second. The Cavaliers have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip.
And guys, this 76ers team still trying to forge an identity. One thing that is sure, they will attack the basket, and a lot of fearless players on this roster.
And the rejection by James. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Pass to Dellavedova. Drills it from outside. Well, the 76ers do go at the basket without hesitation. They're fearless, Clark, going inside. Led the NBA last season on points off drive.
Well, you know, I like to say you've got to use what you have. They didn't have many shooters, so that means head down, get to the rim.
Snatched away. And now Philadelphia on the break. Okafor, high post. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. The pass to Sampson. He kicks to Thompson. To the paint. It's stolen by Iman Shumpert. And James throws it down.
Already seizing control of this game.
Total control, Greg, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I look for this lead to get even larger.
Launches it. And that one's good. Shumpert. No good, trying to beat the buzzer.
Okay, let's give a hand to your own.
And LeBron James trying to will his Cavaliers team to its first title. Teammate Kevin Love says LeBron made it clear from the start what he expected.
He sat us down maybe right before the first.
When someone like LeBron talks about what you need to bring to the table, you better bring it.
Yeah, I would think so. You'd be better served to go right along with what he's talking about. Of the new big three, along with Kyrie, I think if they just keep following LeBron's lead and advice, the sky's the limit.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
So on the floor for Cleveland, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Thompson in at the center, filling out the middle. Irving for three. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3. Kyrie Irving, an explosive scorer. We all know that. His rate of assists continually dropping over his NBA career. And Greg, does he need to be more of a pure point guard?
You know, he does have the advantage of playing with LeBron James, one of the best playmakers in the league. It's a good fit, I think, at this stage of his career, because right now they need him to score the basketball while he continues to improve his point guard skills.
And the 76ers making a change here for 3. And it's Noel with the rebound.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
Cannon can't hit.
You know, one thing you can say about Kyrie Irving, as he's got more talent around him, he's become much more efficient offensively. Shot selection had been a question for him, but no longer as he's gotten more help.
And here's the fast break. But they'll get another chance. And another miss by Cleveland. Cannon, the pass to Noel. Covington dishes to Cannon. Noel, a screen on Smith. Kicks it to Stauskas. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Stauskas has got his first 2 points.
And Irving with multiple 55-point games last season. The first player to do that since the great Kobe Bryant back in 07.
Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. James outside. Back to Irving. There's the 3. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. The 76ers trail by 7. For 3, Stauskas. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
Irving. That savvy little up fake there. Fooling the D. Irving's got 8.
You have to be disciplined on defense, Kevin. Biting on every point.
Irving last year, huge moments for him. 57-point outburst against San Antonio. That was a new franchise record for the Cavs.
I think a lot of it was finally being able to play with other All-Stars, quite honestly, Kevin. But you can't discount the work Irving put into the offseason to be ready for the regular season.
6 to shoot. Cannon kicks to Landry. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Covington's shot is off. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Smith for 3. Landry grabs the miss.
And for Irving, he did come into last year hot. I mean, he won the MVP in international play while with Team USA.
Covington in the corner. Takes it off the glass. Covington's got 4 points now in the quarter. Cleveland's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Irving for 3. Another miss by Irving.
And for Kyrie, taking home the MVP and a Team USA tourney like that, it's a huge ego boost. I mean, of all the stars on that team, he shined the brightest. And I think that's going to help his confidence for this year.
And for Carl Landry, he powered his way through the league a few years back, but somewhere along the line, Clark, his game kind of topped down.
His best season, Kevin, he averaged 18 and 7. I think injuries have been a factor, but last year was down. 7 and 4 his game averages, so he's starting to slide.
One up, one down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear, it's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
And back to Carl Landry, sophisticated scorer, a variety of post moves, a tough guy willing to play through pain, but he just never had the size or explosiveness to dominate. And now that he's getting a little older, that really has become an issue.
Takes the 13-footer, can't get it to go. Good D from Love. Shumpert with it, now defended by Grant. From the arc. Shumpert, no good.
You know, visiting Carl Landry again here, I mean, he's a role guy. He shoots a high percentage from the field, from the foul line, gives you a little nasty and edge down low. Yet, you can't make him out to be more than he is. A temporary lapse of focus from him on that turnover. It's embarrassing, but on occasion it does happen.
Thompson.
Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 12-4 run. And so the ball's out of bounds. Shumpert touched it last.
And you know what? Just a little too much heat on that pass for him to come up with the steal.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that was going to be a tough catch for either one of them.
Here's Thompson. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, no team able to build a big lead early on. I mean, it's tight.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Love the pass to Dellavedova. Jefferson kicks to Shumpert. Excellent D there from Okafor.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
Dellavedova kicks to Mozgov. Cleveland moving it around. Shoots the 3. Thompson with the rebound.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
There's a good screen. Out to the wing. Pass to Holmes. Shot clock at 6. Inside from 11 feet away. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Now it's a 5-point 76ers lead.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball. You know, he just, like every other coach, can't stand when the defense gives up points on the inside. And boy, are they struggling in there.
Yeah, well, they're getting pummeled in there. So you've got to figure out a way to make some adjustments to try to change that around. And that's why he needed the timeout.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you utilize the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
And guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team. Regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time, they got it done. And that has to make you feel good as a group.
And a pretty tight.
Hi, Kevin. A sock.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And hello again. We have amped up home crowd. It was a rough ride in the first quarter for Philadelphia. They wasted no time putting themselves in a difficult situation, having some issues at both ends. That's going to do it for now as the second half is.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half.
It's been a solid outing for LeBron. He has 11 points, and the three-pointers have been dropping for him. He's got 3 of them.
And you know what, Clark? If you continue to shoot the way he is, he may have to become more of an integral part of their offensive scheme.
Grant at small forward with Noel at the 4. Smith is out there with Stauskas. And it's Okafor in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Now Cleveland moving it up. Here's LeBron, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And it's one thing to get the steal, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, even better.
Smith dishes to Stauskas. Picked by Okafor. Clock at 4. The drive by Smith. And Thompson sends it back. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Here's Grant. Sinks the three-pointer. Grant's got his second bucket of the night.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
The 3 from LeBron. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feeling. And the thing about LeBron James, he's really done a nice job of reshaping his game over the years. I mean, every veteran goes through losing a little speed and quickness. The great ones compensate by getting stronger and more physically imposing, not to mention also their basketball IQ grows as well, just as has been the case for LeBron.
Smith the pass to Okafor. Back to Smith. Smith drawn the double team. Okafor kicks to Smith. No good off the back of the rim. Talking about the strength of LeBron now. We saw Michael Jordan do this too. They paid a lot of attention to their body as they got older, and thus they became more sculpted. They looked more physical.
Exactly. Leaned up and altered their games a bit. Not nearly as high flying, but just as potent and as effective.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brett Brown said to his team. He said their plan was to run their offense through Okafor. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. He also wants them to concentrate on working as a team at the offensive end. Passing, patience, and teamwork. Those were the messages. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Kev, it'll be interesting.
Thanks, Doris.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And, Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
And on the way from Irving for 3, another 3 for Cleveland.
You know, everybody seems to be sleepwalking out there on defense, and it's been that way, guys, ever since they came out of the halftime locker room.
Stauskas kicks to Okafor. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And checking out some numbers for Irving. How last month turned out for him. He's putting up about 17 points, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he continues to hone his game. I think the potential is there.
Oh, yeah, you can see the potential clearly, but it's raw, unrefined. He needs to keep polishing it up.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Shumpert comes in for Smith, and it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. Shumpert gets a wide-open look. That's in there. Love with the assist. And the Cavaliers lead by 6.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Okafor against Mozgov. Pick by Okafor. Here's Stauskas. No good. So Cleveland will take it the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
That's a 2 from Dellavedova. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
You can tell they're much more comfortable here. They look at ease. It seems like it took them the entire half before they finally shook the cobwebs. They came out sluggish and didn't shoot it well in the first half at all.
Pick by Okafor. Dishes to Stauskas. To the inside. Got a piece of it. Shot is good, and the Cavaliers will get down to just 6 points and the bucket from Noel.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done. And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out. You know, their field goal percentage is creeping up toward that 50% mark, which is a nice change from the first half.
And with their offense clicking and the score in their favor, they've got all the momentum.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam, you're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Dellavedova from outside. Thompson with the rebound. The 76ers trail by 9. You've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock, and he gets the bucket. Cavaliers shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Thompson against James. No good from outside. And now Philadelphia on the break, and the basket good. Thompson's got 6 points.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Dellavedova from outside. Off target. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. Philadelphia's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. So on the floor for Cleveland, Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. Thompson down low with Mozgov, and it's Shumpert in at the 3 spot.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggression.
Smith kicks to Sampson. Mozgov grabs the board. Mozgov's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Smith with a wide open look from outside off the mark.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
Well, they say you should shoot your way out of it, but his teammates probably have other thoughts in mind. The last thing they want to see him doing is continuing to cast that jumper up.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And both free throws good for Landry. The Cavaliers leading. Mozgov drives in. He feeds it to Irving. That's short off the rim.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Smith against Irving. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off. I think, Clark, we can expect a dramatic end to this one.
Well, 8 lead changes would have you thinking that would be the case.
Yeah, no quit by either side, guys. Neither team willing to give any ground.
Sampson dishes to Smith. To the inside. Landry. Here's Holmes. Mozgov with the block. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Well, we know the Mozgov started last season with the Nuggets and then was traded to Cleveland midway through the season.
And what an impact he made on the Cleveland Cavaliers, particularly at the defensive end. His size and his activity really helped the Cavs become outstanding at the defensive end.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Brett Brown as he addressed his team. He said, guys, this is the kind of game we're capable of playing when we put our minds to it. I knew we had it in us, just like I know we're going to come out on top. Let's finish this thing. Guys?
Always great to hear from you, Doris. And he gets it to go.
And credit to the Cavs for going out and getting Mozgov. I mean, they paid a hefty price giving up the 2 first-rounders. But thus far, he's proved to be worth it.
Again, Philadelphia.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation.
And the Mozgov trade, guys, for the Cavs, I think can be viewed as their big turning point in the season. He completely changed the defense of their team. He was that missing piece of the puzzle.
And the 76ers with some changes. Noel comes in for Carl Landry. And it's Cannon in for Jakar Sampson. Love check in for Cleveland. James comes in for Shumpert. And he gets it to go. And the 76ers lead by 2.
That's some grit and determination in the post. Essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Exactly. This is the time to attack on the interior and convert those easy opportunities.
Smith kicks to Cannon. The dish to Noel. And it is flushed down with a nice jam. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
This game, as close as it's been, you really hate to see it come to an end.
I agree.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Smith kicks to Cannon. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got his 4th assist in this one.
Nice pass there to set that bucket up.
And that's 10 of their last 12 points that have come off assists.
That doesn't go in either for Irving. The 76ers leading by 3. Irving with the steal. And a wide open look for James. Nailed from three-point land. James has got 19 points.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
And the 76ers call time here.
You know, I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Okafor's checked in, and Stauskas subbed in for Cannon.
Nick Stauskas.
Smith outside, feeds to Okafor. And Thompson sends it back. Now Cleveland moving it up. James with the ball.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is So fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. Stauskas' shot is off. Cleveland's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Irving for 3 and another 3 for Cleveland.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough.
Here's Okafor. Here's Noel, and the rejection by LeBron. Irving with a clean look. The rebound by Grant. The 76ers trail by 5. And they get it. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. They've led by as many as 11 points. Irving. Rebound by Stauskas. So, guys, it comes down to this.
Time, Kevin, for the stars to shine.
Off target from outside. And now they decide to foul intentionally. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Irving double team. In the corner, Smith with it. And they go to the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
And as long as they can keep doing that kind of work at the foul line, this lead will be safe.
They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
Excellent display of team play.
And, guys, Sade comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operation.
Sade, I like that, Greg. That's a terrific sequence at both ends of the floor. They block the shot and recover it for the fast break finish.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
That's his first personal foul.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
Okay, Philadelphia.
And Philadelphia calls time here. They trail by 7. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Covington, defended by Jefferson. Covington's shot is off. And here is Williams. From deep three-point range, no good. So we see the Cavaliers get the win here. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And, Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, you are in the midst.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you. Kyrie Irving. He found his rhythm in the second half, and there was no stopping him then. He was locked and loaded.
He was up to every single challenge he faced tonight. He was in such control of the ball game. His showcase of his skill set was awesome.
Kyrie, this dude is a composed, mature leader. Along with all that mental strength, he's got such an incredible feel for the game. He runs the floor, he passes beautifully, and he can shoot from lights out from anywhere on the court.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again
Philadelphia.